Well, nice to see you back at East End Park, Calum.
Yeah, it's brilliant to be back. It feels like it's been a long time. Well, it has been a long time, 5 years, so delighted to be back.
Is this the first time you've come back?
I played at a friendly game straight away after I left the club, Brothersfield, but since then I haven't actually been back to the ground now. Obviously a lot's changed since then.
Yeah, I was going to say, have you seen a lot of changes?
Yeah. It's been a dramatic change, but it looks like everything's starting to get back to normal.
Yeah. When you signed with us, you obviously had been with Liverpool as a youth player, so how did the move here come about?
I think it was my agent got in touch. I think it might have been in touch with Jim Leishman at the time, and I think someone else at Liverpool, Alec Miller, one of the coaches there, also knew Jim, and got offered down for a trial. And straight away, Jim said he wanted to sign me, so that was my decision made up straight away. I was expecting just to be here for a couple of weeks to see how it went, and after a couple of days he wanted to sign me, so that's how it all started.
How did you enjoy your time?
I loved the time, yeah. It's a brilliant club. It's special to us. I had my first child here, and my wife now, Melissa, she moved up here straight away with me and stuff, and we loved the place.
When you first arrived, we were obviously in the Premier League then, and unfortunately we were relegated, but we were in the Scottish Cup final. And although you didn't play, you were around the club at the time, so how did that feel?
When I first came, I played quite a few games. I think I played the first 12 games of the season or so. And then obviously Stephen Kenny came in and I didn't really get a look in the second half of the season. And I didn't play in the final, but it was still good to be around. It was a good experience and stuff like that. I still enjoyed it.
But then you got to a final, the Challenge Cup final, and you played in that.
Yeah, that's right. That was the following season. We got there and I played in that, and I think that's when it started to kick on a bit. That's when it became like a regular player in the team and things like that. So from then on, everything was brilliant.
Yeah, because by that time, Maka was the manager, caretaker manager initially, and he obviously played you. How did it feel playing with someone who you had as manager that you had played with?
Yeah, obviously I played with Maka, so I knew what sort of person he was and things like that, and I think he liked me as a player as well and stuff when I played with him. So when he became the manager, I was delighted with that, and had a good relationship with him and things, and brilliant.
We went through a few players that, the time that you were here, and a lot of experienced players left. You played with the likes of Nicker and Shieldsy and Scott Wilson and Stephen Glass, things like that. So what was that like?
Yeah, that was brilliant. I think I learned a lot from players like that. That's I've got a lot to thank players like that for. I still keep in touch with a few of them. I speak to Nipper every now and again. I speak to Glassy still sometimes as well. So it's really good to have players like that with the experience what they had. Shieldsy thing and a lot of them
Yeah. One of the games that we played in was the Scottish Cup came up at Aberdeen, the replay, and you scored a few goals for us. But that night you took a penalty. What was that like?
Yeah, that was up there with one of my best nights at Dunfermline, you know what I mean? Way to Aberdeen in the cup, and we went on penalties. That was a brilliant night. I still remember it now. You know what I mean? Just when I took the penalty and it just creeped in past the keeper.
Were you nervous beforehand?
Yeah, I think I took a penalty in earlier on in the season or the season before. I can't remember. And we were away to someone in the cup. I think it might have been here, and we got knocked out of the cup, and I took a penalty and missed. So I was obviously a bit more nervous because that was the next penalty I was taking.
But it went in, and
yeah, lucky enough it went in.
Yeah, got to the semi-final at Hampden, so you played there.
Yeah, that was a great experience to play at Hampden. It was a great place to play, and obviously, unfortunately, we didn't actually get there. I remember I was actually on a booking. I remember if I got booked, I would have missed the final. I know what I'm like, in the first couple of minutes of the game, right into the back of someone, got booked. So that would have been me anyway for the final.
Yeah, but that game we probably didn't play as well as we could have done, and it was probably a disappointment.
Yeah, it was really disappointing. I remember it now, like that. I remember we just didn't play well at all, like on the day, like. But I don't know if the occasion got the better of us or. Fortunately not.
Yeah, and then obviously the season that we finally won the championship in the first division to be promoted, so it was a good season probably to play in.
Yeah, that was a brilliant season, like, you know what I mean, the team we had then and stuff like that, it was great for us, it was great for us all, like, you know what I mean. Still got some great friends and stuff from that season, like obviously Joe's one of my best mates, so everything was brilliant.
Could you ever have imagined that when you came here that you would have ended up in a...
That's what I hope for, like, you know what I mean. I think once we got relegated and that, I think that was obviously what you were thinking, like that. Hopefully we can get back up into the SPL and stuff like that, you know what I mean, as soon as, but then a couple of seasons went by and it didn't quite happen. We were getting closer and closer, but I felt that last season that I was there sort of thing, that was our season, like, you know what I mean, the team and the squads we had, like we had some good players in that league and stuff, and I thought that was our season, we were going up, like, you know what I mean, so, and we did.
And there was a good camaraderie between all the guys that season as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, everyone got on, like, you know what I mean, everyone was really close in the team and stuff like that, some really good lads in the team and good players as well for that league. So it got to a point where we knew it was going to happen.
So will you be hoping for something like that today?
Yeah, it'd be actually great for me to actually, first time I've been back for like a good few years now, and to actually see that happen, if the boys actually done it like today, it'd be brilliant for them. It's where the club should be, the club's on the up now, you know what I mean? It's where it needs to like, get into the next league now and see what happens then.
At the end of that season you then left and went to Huddersfield, but that was probably always the plan anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think through that season, like, you know what I mean, I was obviously in talks about signing a new contract and things and that. I wanted to hold out because it was more the fact that I wanted to get back home. Obviously my wife was pregnant and things like that, and we wanted to get closer to our home. I moved up here when I was only 19, so I'd been away for a while, been away for 5 years like and stuff, so that was always the plan. It was actually been nice to play for Dunfermline in the SPL, like, but I was happy enough to go back home.
And what was it like playing with Huddersfield then?
Yeah, it was brilliant. It was, I signed for them when they were in League One, and then we got promoted in the first season I was there into the Championship, so it actually went quite well. I got to play at Wembley in the first season there in the playoff final and things, so yeah.
So you can always say you've played at Hampden and Wembley?
Yeah.
How many people can do that?
It's two great places to play, like, yeah.
And you're now with Preston?
Yeah.
So how's it going with Preston?
Yeah, Preston's been brilliant. We got promoted into the Championship last season with Preston, so that was in the playoff final as well, so I got to play at Wembley again, like, there, and that was brilliant as well. So it's been going really well. We're actually doing alright in the league this season as well. I think we're 10th at the moment, so this season back in the Championship, it's going alright.
So I take it it's nice to be back here and seeing some familiar faces around the place.
Yeah, it's great. I've already saw a few now, like, you know what I mean, and just remember it like it was yesterday. So. Do
you feel in a way that sometimes you maybe grew up here in Scotland?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's it. We kind of came as kids and left as adults, like, you know what I mean. That's definitely what happened, I think.
And do you look, how do you look back on your time with Dunfermline?
I look back, we still talk about it now. Me and my wife sit there and speak about the people that we met here and the things we've done here, and it was just a great experience and a brilliant place to be.
Well, Calum, it's nice to see you back here, and don't leave it so long the next time.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.